Well, welcome to 50 and Fabulous. I'm Rosemary Zins. I'm the Vice President for Institutional Advancement, and I am here this afternoon to welcome you to our first event in celebration of the college's 50th anniversary. Our first event is being hosted by our Visual and Performing Arts Academy. This year was another first for Queensborough Community College because every first-time, full-time freshman who entered through the doors of Queensborough Community College was enrolled in one of 6 freshman academies, including the Visual and Performing Arts Academy. We went to having freshman academies here at Queensborough because we wanted to take every individual student, each of the 15,000 who now come here on an annual basis, and we wanted to give them the best preparation that they could have to stay in school, to complete their degree, and to graduate from Queensborough Community College on a timely basis. We want our students to get the education they need to compete out there in the workforce, or if they choose to go on and transfer to get their baccalaureate degree. We want our students to have the best education that they can possibly get here. And part of that commitment is working with our students with our fabulous student services program, who are there to help the students, guide them through the freshman year. The freshman academies are a freshman year experience. It's basically to take you under our wing so that you get to know your peers in the same program as you are in, get to know your faculty, and get you off to the right start. So I welcome you here today again for our 50th anniversary celebration, and I'm only the warm-up act. It gets much better after I leave the stage. Now I'm going to leave it to our professionals and our professionals in training, our Visual and Performing Arts Academy.
Let me hear it, QCC! You guys are sweet. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Jordy Skolnick. I'm a major here at, I major in theater arts here at QCC. But you guys could call me Jordy, or like my close personal friends call me pathetic. But you know, I love QCC. It's a really, really great place, you know. And there's always excitement. There's always like adventure. And it doesn't even start at the college. It starts on the 7 train. People take the 7 train? The 7 train. Oh, so I'm the only one that travels. All you guys got cars. Somebody takes the 7 train in here, or a train, any kind of train, whatever. Well, I took the 7 train on my way over here, on my way to QCC, and this beautiful girl walks up to me. Beautiful girl. She walks like this, you know. And I'm like, you know, I'm a chubby person, so when I see a beautiful girl walking up to me, it rarely happens. So I was curious. So she walks up to me, she says, "Excuse me, I usually don't say this to guys up front, but I find you very attractive." I was like, "Well, thank you." And she was like, "Are you seeing anybody?" I said, "No." She said, "Good, because my brother's single." I don't need that. I don't need that. You think that's bad? Yesterday I got into a fight with a guy. I swear, I didn't even start the fight. The guy walked up to me. He was like this. Yo, man. Yo, if I ever see you again, I'm gonna kill you." So I looked at him for 5 seconds and I gave him a blindfold. You know? That's it. That's it, you know. So how's everybody doing? How's the front row? You guys got a good view? You guys are looking at me. I love the front row because you guys are like this. You guys like this. You guys are reenacting the dentist right there. I love it. But before I start, John mentioned, all the phones got to be shut off. All you guys got your phones taken care of. The reason why I say that, the reason why I mentioned, the cell phone thing, is because you guys probably heard about the Hugh Jackman thing. He had a whole show, and he was doing a show, and he was doing great. He was acting, and then out of nowhere, a phone starts ringing, and he actually stopped the show to ask the guy to put his phone away and shut his phone off. And he actually did not do the acting, for 5 minutes because the guy kept ringing his phone. So, I hate that. I agree with Hugh Jackman. I hate when people interrupt you when they're using their phone. I hate to be interrupted. I don't. What was that? I just asked you a question. I said something. I'm gonna kill you. Anyway, but this isn't about me. This isn't about me. This is about QCC. QCC, ladies and gentlemen, Queensborough Community College. That's right. Queensborough Community College, or as I like to call it, the Big Q. Me and QCC, we had that sort of relationship. I call it Big Q, and QCC calls me student. It's a really wonderful thing. I mean, I love QCC. QCC is 50. I can't believe it. I remember when QCC was this big. I know. I looked down and I said, "Kid, you're gonna make it big." And then like you looked up to me and said, "You know what? You're probably right." And QCC has. Look, it grown from this high to a whole freaking campus. A whole campus. It's really, really wonderful. It's really, really great. And I respect QCC. I do. I respect it a great deal, because the thing about QCC is it's not like those other colleges that turn 50 or get older. It's not like that. You see other colleges and they get the Botox injections. They get the mini skirts trying to capture their youth. No, not QCC. Nuh-uh. QCC, forget about it. They just, QCC, we know we're old, okay? QCC is like, yeah, I've been around, I'm 50 years old, so what? So what, I'm 50, I don't care, That's how QCC is. It's really great. Are you guys comfortable? How many people are from New York? Remind me never to use these jokes again. How's everybody doing? You guys all right? I can hardly see you guys. I'm like doing the cross-eyed thing here. Huh? All right. You guys are awesome. I'm like, I'm kind of shy here. Yeah, you guys are all standing here. I take that back. You guys aren't standing. You're sitting. Who's a retard? I am. Look at all you people. I love packed crowds. This is my first time actually performing for a big crowd. I usually do open mics. I do open mics at comedy clubs, and the only people that are there are the comedians and their girlfriends. So when I'm doing my act, all I see are the comedians and the girlfriends. And comedians watching other comedians, it's really, really difficult for them to get the humor. And sometimes I end up getting hurt afterwards. So, it's just that kind of feeling. But, what I mean to say is, from the bottom of my heart, it's a privilege and honor to be able to attend QCC. And it's one of the greatest colleges, I think, in New York. And it's really, really, it's a loving, we're all a family, we're all really close. So from the bottom of my heart, happy birthday, QCC. You guys rock.
If only I knew the inner workings of your cerebral to make moves one step ahead of what now seems to be somewhere behind me. You, who used to be right here for so long. Where was it along the way that all fell? Like great walls and communist factions, the actions of what once were now seem so far and long. Where is it all gone? If onlys plague me now as monikers, ancient symbols of wise shamans, placeholders of complacencies as decimals move left, venturing further away from the right of my heart where it all used to be. As the rift shifts, cracks, splits, gorge, cracks, caverns, I stand alone wondering where I am, with no light to shine through the darkness, leading me blindly through to the end of the tunnel. The love that once filled all now seems to be the decay that kills me. Cracks, four-parted hearts, split infinite ways to the ends of what seems to be my beginnings, of the ends of the rest of my life, because the rest of my life was seen as only alone when I left, but between now and then, spent only with you. Why can't I avoid the abyss that this leaves? I'm being taken to the cleaners with the hopes my emotions can be cleansed when membranes mush to mush, procedural pronunciations, even the words escape me, my rooted path of my only medium. Why? What has happened? Why is it this way? Why is it all gone? Please tell me what it is, and why has it diminished, depleted, defected, from defective, defections, de facto. The rub lies here as I don't know which way the course runneth. Which part of the pattern and fabric of life does this define? Who said this was part of the process? Or is the process the healing of mending fences, making good neighbors? Or is it the process of trying to find wholeness to make solitude safety again? I do not understand. I wish I did, so I can make you see the pain I feel. The severity of this seriousness is not silly, but churning the bottom of my guts like septics. The emotional nature, I wish I could be respected. I wish you knew me again. Maybe that would let me know you, and we could be us again. Because in this chaotic haphazardness of this world, it's real easy to forget what matters most. And in this life we live, how easy is it to run through every minute, unfolding hours, day after day. The grind doesn't stop, yet not a single second of it has been promised to us. And one can trip upon slumber in the eve to find home in the essence come dawn. So with that, it becomes critical to capitalize upon each of those seconds, which flip minutes to hours, days upon days. If I were to leave right now, know that every last second turned minutes within hours of any given day was spent by me, loving you. Nothing more and nothing less. And shouldn't that be what counts most? Some choose to count the seconds they've spent producing the matrix-designated production. I choose to count them based on the production of appreciation and adoration encapsulated in the love I have for you. And with that, I can now challenge slumber. Why fear it when I can simply say it?
here at QCC. I will be performing a piece from The Pillow Man. I will be portraying the character of Manchuria. In this scene, it is an interrogation room, and my character is getting interrogated about his short story. I mean, I agree. You read these things, these stories. Supposedly, the police are all this. The government is all this. All these political, what would you call them? The government should be doing this. Please, fuck off. You know what I say? I say if you've got political ass to grind, if you've got political, what do you call it? Write me a fucking essay. I will know where I stand. I say keep your left wing this, keep your right wing that, and tell me a fucking story. You know, a great man once said, the first duty of a storyteller is to tell a story. And I believe in that wholeheartedly. The first duty of a storyteller is to tell a story. But was it the only duty of a storyteller to tell a story? Yeah, it might have been the only duty of a storyteller to tell a story. I can't remember. But anyway, that's what I do. I tell stories. No axe to grind, no anything to grind. No social anything whatsoever. And that's why I can't see, that's why you brought me in here. I can't see what the reason would be. Unless something political came in by accident. Or something that seemed political came in. In which case, show me where it is. Show me where the bastard is. I'll take it straight out and fucking burn it, you know? You know what I mean? Thank you.
Ok? Tutto l'osso revient, tu è troppo bello.